The one thing I would say though is that this concept of getting income as you hold your digital assets is something, is the cornerstone of our project, and I believe that that's one of the key futures of cryptocurrency. It's not just a case of buying and selling, you can earn while you're holding.
I'm giving away $100 from HODL Token because they want to care about the education of everyone. All you need to do is to follow TROE Show, make the best comment on the episode along with your Twitter account. Stay educated, follow TROE Show.
I feel like Mr. Boom. Yeah.
Hey everyone, today we have a meme project, which now is becoming the new narrative, but we always try to find the people who are believing in what they're doing, not the project they're just pumping by big celebrities or big leaders. Also normal people, they have the chance to build and become something in this cycle. The funny part, he's an Englishman and he's also doing it on BNB chain, where we see so many projects today are based mainly on Solana, especially in the meme sector. Let's not try to speak too much and we start. Adam, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks, really good.
So before we start, Adam, we like to know, I know we already were in so many groups for a long time, where we lose every time when we find these alphas. It's 99% we're the exit liquidity. But before that, I want to know who's Adam, where are you from, how old are you, what you used to do before Web3, and then how you jumped to Web3 and what is HODL.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Adam. I'm 41, based in the UK, around central region of England. My background has always been in building software businesses. I've never had like a traditional job. I've always built my own companies. I've done quite a bit of developing technology within the restaurant sector and the hospitality industry. Have built and sold companies. Our last business we sold to Michelin. So I've kind of had a good experience of building businesses from the ground up. The thing that happened is that, COVID came along as I was building up this restaurant technology business, and I had 15 staff at the time, but all the restaurants had to shut. So we kind of pivoted that into a charity, and we turned it into a service that was distributing meals to people across the UK. Really proud of what we did there. We distributed 500,000 restaurant-made meals to vulnerable people across the UK, which was great. Would like to have been able to continue to do it for longer. I did it for about a year and a half, and it cost me quite a bit of money personally. But it came to a point when I had to kind of decide, what's next. The restaurant industry kind of went through this period of shutdown. So I started dabbling in crypto. This was back in sort of early 2021, and came across HODL as an investor. And I love the kind of concept of getting paid to HODL, and supported the team, worked on the team, and have grown with the project to the point where now I head that up and I'm sort of working full time in crypto now.
My question to you, since it's an old project, now I understand it wasn't BNB chain. Why didn't you, for example, follow the hype and let's say relaunch the project or on let's say Solana? What made you still stay on BNB chain?
At its most basic, I really believe in the chain. It's an EVM, an Ethereum virtual machine, so it's basically using the same fundamentals as the Ethereum blockchain and all the technologies with that. However, because it uses a slightly different methodology to Ethereum, the fees are so much lower. So people are able to claim BNB rewards with us from as little as 6, 7, 8 cents on a claim, which is just incredible. To actually receive BNB rewards every week for such a tiny fee is revolutionary. So there's the fact that it's a huge chain backed up by the biggest exchange in the world, obviously a very cash-rich entity, but it's also incredible in terms of its performance as a network, and it has tiny fees. So we're very bullish on BNB. We think it will be back and bigger than ever. Solana is hot right now, but it was only a year ago or so that it was dead. and it was under $10 and people were saying it's over. So chains go through their sort of ups and downs, but I think that there's so much fundamental strength to the BNB chain that we're committed to it entirely. The one thing I would say though is that this concept of getting income as you hold your digital assets is something, is the cornerstone of our project, and I believe that that's one of the key futures of cryptocurrency. It's not just a case of buying and selling, you can earn while you're holding. So in the future, we're going to be expanding onto more chains. Solana would be included in that, but there would also be other chains that we'd be looking at. And I think really that's the key is we're committed to the BNB chain and we believe in it, but in the future we want to be cross-chain and operating across as many chains as possible.
That is true. I believe, but the only thing you have to see, this current cycle is a bit different than other cycles due to meme coins cycles, etc. Now we're having almost every day newborn millionaires. All right, let's say someone woke up, was poor, he managed to buy Trump token, he can get up actually $1 million, right? Today the new one Vine, if someone bought it as well, he got it. I mean, it's a bit different than any cycle. But what I like about you, you're a real CTO project. The stories here, a doxed guy, etc. The question is, did you find support from BNB chain? Like, did they make a group with you? Did they have a call with you? Are they supporting you? Because for me, you're a CTO project, doxed. You're not that young man where you had the opportunity to leave the chain and just go with other chains, right? And you're rewarding on BNB for the community. You're a genuine person, etc. Now my question is, did you find support from the BNB chain? Are you with them in a group? Are they following up with you? Or tell me more about that, please.
I think that is a real big goal of ours. I think most people in our community have the dream that one day we'll list on Binance,
No. I'm not talking about Binance. There is two big difference here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about only BNB chain. BNB chain has nothing to do with Binance. It's totally different companies.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the BNB chain from the BD teams, from the marketing teams, from all this. Do you have any interaction with them? Did they reach to you? Did you reach them?
Yeah, we've reached out. We've applied for some of their programs, but unfortunately we haven't been able to get onto them yet. But no, it's definitely...
Are you with them like in a group?
No.
Are they talking to you?
No.
They got you in a space?
No, unfortunately not.
So this is a message for the BNB chain team. There are great builders trying to do something. They are sticking to the chain. They love the chain over those years. Maybe we should give them as well a bit of time of your Twitter spaces or X spaces, or to allow them at least to share their experience with the other builders in the BNB chain. We need to give everyone a chance if they deserve it. So now tell me more about this rewarding, how it happens. Like, do I need to stake my HODL to take BNB, or how it goes? Because I think the best thing in BNB chain, you don't need to stake because the chain is cheap compared to other chains, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So effectively, you're able to claim BNB rewards every 7 days simply by connecting to the D app on our website. How it works is every time there's a buy, sell and transfer of the token, 5% of those tokens gets held on the contract. And then we have a dynamic reward bot, which basically converts those tokens into BNB. It does it intelligently, which was one big change we made to the project versus V1. And the thing is, this project's paid out over 20,000 BNB, which is about $14 million.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you don't have support from the BNB chain team? Like, they didn't even try to contact with you, get you to support you? Because I'm quite sure regarding to the market cap, it might have seen up and downs. I don't know, but fuck my life. You're like a dogs guy, a proper Englishman. You look genuine. You have a genuine community. You're rewarding in BNB token or just coin. And no, but this is, in my opinion, this is not correct. I mean,
there are a lot of people in the space, but I do think we are genuinely trying to do something long term and good. I really hope that we do get the opportunity to work with them, because it could be a very exciting journey. Definitely.
are you in any centralized exchanges?
We listed on some previously, but the thing is, the way that the system works with the BNB rewards, it's based on chain activity. So the taxes happen through the smart contract with on chain activity, and we also supplement those rewards with revenues from play to earn gaming and NFT sales. But because of that, the centralized exchanges haven't always worked that well for us because effectively the tokens aren't moving on chain. I also, and I'm going to be honest about this, I feel that for us, if we're going to be on the centralized exchange, it needs to be one of the sort of top 5, top 10. I think that it's very easy to spend a lot of money listing on exchanges that are outside that top 10, but the results are, from my experience, a little questionable. So we're focused on being a decentralized token. The benefits are all on chain, but we definitely in the future are looking at some of these, top 5, top 10 exchanges so that we can really, increase our adoption.
That is true. I mean, I agree. I mean, stage one, you should focus on onboarding more people, because literally here you are removing the cheats, because basically, I mean, of course he can cheat, but later on when the market cap is worth it, he can just sell and make money. But if he's just holding and connecting to the website every 7 days, you're saying, and he can claim BNB. So for me, as a part of a community, I just should try to go and onboard more people to hold the token, right? And as much as we hold more, as much as the more awareness going to happen step by step, as CZ says, slowly but surely. And then you will have more users to come in, and by default, the market cap will grow because you're going to have people are holding their token. So the circulation will be less and less every day, and the rewards will be higher and higher as well, because the market cap will be even bigger. So the transaction commission or tax fee will be even expensive because the market cap is higher.
That's right.
What is your next goal, Adam, in HODL?
I think what you said there really is the driving force, and the goal is that incremental growth and development. We are in the process of developing some really amazing products. We're about to launch what I think is an absolutely phenomenal play to earn game. It's studio scale. It uses some of the latest technology, and that will support the project, bring revenue to the project. So we're incrementally building our ecosystem and building our user base, engaging people that can help us spread the word about what we're doing. So it's that sort of step-by-step growth. We're not here to just for the chart to shoot up and shoot back down and move on to another project. We're just building step by step, healthily, sustainably, and I think that we will ultimately hit a point of critical mass. But yeah, the next big step for us is we're about to launch a play to earn game called Gem Fighter, which has been about 3 years in the working.
Oh wow. My question to you, how many actually on-chain users do you have, and how many active are they? Because you're talking about 2021, so I'm quite sure you have a lot of unique addresses already, but how the total unique addresses, how many of them are active, per your knowledge?
Yeah, there's 18,000 holders, and they're all pretty active. We migrated to a new contract with a more sensible supply. One of the issues, the meta in 2021 was these huge supplies. It was a quadrillion supply, and we recently migrated to 10 billion, which is a lot more sensible.
So you relaunched the token.
Yeah, we upgraded
with
the
better tokenomics.
Yeah, we upgraded the contract in December. We were able to. There was a few things that we really gained from upgrading the contract. We've made it multi-signatory, so it's now, so secure that it's multi-signatory. And we also were able to improve the supply. Like I say, 10 quadrillion wasn't that easy to kind of deal with. So now it's 10 billion. It's a lot easier. It's a way better number. So we've been able to optimize it. And it's just those, one thing, I don't know if you've come across this a lot, but our contract is actually a proxy contract. And I've had a lot of thought about this, because it allows us to continually innovate. My background was in building software businesses, and it's unimaginable that you would have a software business that on day one launches its software and then that's it. It can never change that software. That would be bizarre. And I've always had that slight issue with smart contracts is their immutable kind of nature. Once they're laid on chain, you can't touch them. Now, our approach to that and this kind of role of constant innovation is we've got a proxy contract, and what that means is that we can upgrade the contract, and that's brought us a ton of benefits. We've been able to add.
When you say upgrade, it means you can even increase the supply?
In theory, you could, but we because it's multi-signatory, and because we're doxed and KYC'd, etc., it would just be flagrant kind of abuse. But to be honest with you, I find this whole kind of debate quite interesting, because I think if a project owner has malicious intent, there's many ways to go about performing that malicious intent. Proxy contracts are not the problem with crypto. Human nature is the problem with crypto.
I always say the same. I even had a word before with one of the big auditors. I'm telling them the problem is not how you do it. The problem is the intention of the people behind it.
Exactly.
You can always be the best person, but you show you that you're the best person by book, right? But you are the most evil person, right? And if your intentions are bad, you will fuck it no matter how good it looks.
Exactly, and I think that's partly why we've created a business behind this token, so a registered company. I'm out there doxed, KYC'd, we have multi-signatory, we have the contract heavily audited. So we have, in my opinion, we have the best of both worlds. We give those assurances and those securities, but we've been able to do things to the contract which is just incredible. So, for example, in V1, the fee for claiming BNB rewards was $1.20. Which is still low, but the problem is if you're somebody who lives in a country where
small holders,
exactly, and you want to claim a couple of dollars a week, and that could be quite a lot for you, those kind of gas fees are prohibitive. So we've been able to reduce those by optimizing the contract over the time and constantly finding ways to optimize the contract. It's now 8 cents. We've crushed it from $1.20 to 8 cents, but it also has additional functionality. So the way I view it, and the ultimate plan I have in mind for this, is that the proxy contract gives us a ton of benefits, but in the future we're going to create some sort of lockup system whereby if we want to issue a change to the contract, we have to put it to the community and they have to vote on it as token holders, and then we are able to temporarily make those changes and then basically relock the contract. So we'll only ever make changes that the community agree, but we're just going through a process of refining the system, the technology, building in some awesome innovations, which I could talk to people about all day long. And ultimately in the future though, my goal is to step back and to sort of let the project be driven by the community. So you'll have that proxy locked up, but until then we're taking advantage of the ability to kind of continually innovate.
That's amazing. Guys, this is HODL project on BNB chain. You heard the story from the guy who was a part of the community, and now almost he's the one leading this community. I know him personally. I vote for this guy. I knew him through other Telegram groups mainly, where many people have been in the space at least 4 years plus, and they are sharing contract address every second for a new opportunity. And we lose 99% of them, if not even 100 sometimes. But he's focused on what he's doing. He's honest in what he's doing. So I said, dude, I went buying a bag. And nothing is a financial, of course, advice. But I always say we need to support as well the genuine people who try to build things and give them opportunity, because tomorrow we would want the same opportunity for us. This is HODL. You will find all the information in the comment below in the bio. Adam, thank you for your time. And hopefully we take HODL to the right place and we fight inside the BNB chain and keep building inside it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your support, buddy.
It's not just a room.
It's the Room of Eljaboom.
Let's go!
Let's go!
I've been getting at it, I ain't barely get to sleep. I feel like an addict, baby.